And welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. In the last episode, we ventured back to Torvus Bog, and we pretty much just got everything left that's in Torvus Bog. We got the 2 Sky Temple keys that are here in Torvus Bog, as well as the remaining pickups in Torvus Bog. So we're pretty much done with this area. As of right now, where we stand on items, we're at 99%. We literally need one more item to finish off pickups for this game. And that's pretty cool. In today's episode, we're going to be going into the last area that we need to check for Sky Temple keys, and that's Sanctuary Fortress. We're heading back to the world of tomorrow. We're heading back into the world of tomorrow to go get the last of the Sky Temple keys. If you haven't scanned these guys yet, the dark blogs are here. If you guys remember, we were in this room earlier when they changed into the dark blogs. I think the dark blogs are only in this room. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Moving to the statue complete mode. Yeah, we already did that. We moved the statue a while ago when we got the missile expansion and to reveal the what is the door that's behind it, the one that has the elevator that goes back to Sanctuary Fortress. So that's kind of convenient. We're gonna go back to Sanctuary. So there's not much. I'm gonna be completely honest. We're gonna be in Sanctuary for a majority of this episode, but I can guarantee you we won't be there very long because as the way I planned my route out, we got pretty much all the items in Sanctuary on our first visit, really. There's only one item left in the game, so that tells you something whenever I plan this out. This spits us back up all the way over to main research, the area where we fought the caretaker drone, if you guys remember. This is pretty much where we're at right now. One thing I want to mention, and I'll mention this when we get our last pickup, but as you guys can see, my missile count. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It threw me off, but there's something I didn't even realize until I actually started doing research for this playthrough. Normally on Metroid games, they usually have the finite number of missiles Samus can carry. It's been traditionally. And I say traditionally under the sense of the games I've played, because the game I've played most of the Metroid games, and traditionally they've always ended on 250. Traditionally, this one right here ends on 255, and I didn't realize why that was for the longest case. Anyways, we're going back here. I'll go more in detail about that here in a second, but here at the reactor core, where we're going is the map station of all places. Yeah, you wouldn't think so, but you'll see what I mean when we come in there. We're going over to the map station. We haven't been in a map station in a long time. We come in here, there's a bright light right there. You guys can probably guess what we're doing. We're going to go up to the bright light and use it to ride the light up to the next room, kind of like what we did with an energy tank before. As soon as we ride this, ride the lightning.
Boo! You stink!
I'm really funny, aren't I? Boo! That was just terrible, Matthew. Anyways, as soon as we ride it up there, there's our last missile expansion in the game. Missile expansion required. Increase it by 5, and now we got a pop-up saying we've got 100% of all pickups in the game. Now, when you do this normally on your first playthrough of a fresh file, you would get unlocked stuff for the image gallery if you got 100% of items. So under normal circumstances, you'd unlock image gallery stuff if you haven't already. But if you have, well, yeah. In the trilogy version, you have to unlock the image galleries with credits. This is kind of like in-game achievements and stuff like that. Yeah, they give you coins for in-game achievements. You have to use those coins to unlock the image gallery stuff. But yeah, that was our last missile expansion. So we have 100% of all items in the game right now. As you guys can see, Our missile count is 255. Back to my story. Normal circumstances, like the Metroid games I've played, Fusion, Zero Mission, Prime, well, Prime 3 had 255 too. But like normal circumstances of Metroid games, Samus always ended her count with missiles at 250. I didn't realize something. The very first, the Seeker missile launcher. You guys remember we got the Seeker missile? I didn't even realize this until I was doing research, and I guess it pains me because I wasn't paying attention. The Seeker missile itself counts as a missile expansion. You get 5 extra missiles from picking up the Seeker missile. I didn't even realize that, so that's why the count is off at 255. That's why it's at 255 instead of 250, is because that Seeker missile did that. The Seeker missile gave you 5 extra. So that's kind of cool. I didn't even realize that. Anyways, we're going to head back into this portal right here. We're going to the main entrance to the Ingheim. We couldn't access it before. You could have gotten this after you gotten... Well, no, you couldn't have. I'm going to be honest with you. I know you couldn't have. I'm wrong. But you could have gained access to this area after you got Screw Attack. Because, if you guys remember, we ventured a little bit into this area that we're going in right now. And there was actually like a giant cliff we couldn't get past. You guys remember that? Like when we come out through this door right here, there's a giant cliff here. I think we've been here. Yeah, the unseen way. We couldn't access it because there was a giant cliff. Well, now that we have Screw Attack, we can gain access to it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to explore this section of Sanctuary. Or Inghive. I'm going to be technical. It's Inghive. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take care of these inglets here. This is the Hive Reactor. And there was also something else I messed up on. I corrected myself in editing when I did that episode. But I also said that there was something only in one room. Say hello to Dark Ink Masher. Yeah, there's a Dark Ink Masher here in this room too. I incorrectly stated that there was only one Dark Ink Masher in the entire game. I was completely wrong about it. There's another one that's here. It's here in this room. And he'll always spawn here. He'll always spawn here indefinitely. So he is technically here all the time, and you can always come and get him. I'm going to try to... There we go. I was going to say, you going to die? I guess not. But yeah, he's here indefinitely. Every time you come into this room, he will spawn. So, just to FYI. So, he is an admissible scam. Alright, in here, in case you need it, there's another save room right here. So if you need to heal for whatever reason, I'm actually going to take this opportunity to heal. I know I'm only took 70 damage. Oh no, I have 14 energy tanks and I only took 70 damage. But you know what? I'm going to take that opportunity anyways. But yeah, there's a save room there if you guys need it. And if you come on down this way where the map station was in the light world, you'll be greeted with something else. It isn't a map station, I'll tell you that much. It's actually an ammo station. So there's an ammo station here if you need to refill on your ammo, which I kind of do. At least for the beam ammo, I do. But yeah, we've got all 100% on items, so I'm kind of happy about that. I didn't really have any ones that I kind of missed. Really. I'm kind of happy about that. Alright. There's a bright light here, and yeah, your warning indicator tells you it's a warning. Yeah, that actually hurts you. I don't know why that light hurts you, because light is a good thing for the light suit. I don't understand why that light hurts you. Anyways, we're going to come over here, and we're going to go towards the entrance here. Going to use the power bomb to blow up the door. If you come in here, you're going to be greeted with night barbs. I'm going to go ahead and clear out this thing here. I'm actually going to jump right in the middle. Be careful when you jump, because there is no floor here. You'll fall into the abyss if you do. So just be careful when you jump. Now in this room, this is the entrance defense hall. There is a new scan here, and it's only in this room. As soon as you come in here, it's not these things. Don't worry about these things. These are dark energy processing units. There is a swarm-type enemy coming in this tunnel right here. It's a brand new one. Scan these guys. These should be the last ing in your logbook to get. These are the ing larva swarms. They're a large pack of hunting infants. They don't do very much damage, especially if you have light suit, so I wouldn't worry too much about these guys. But these guys are only in this room from what I remember. I don't think these guys are in any other room in the game. So that's pretty much the last chance to get that. So be careful of that whenever you do that. There is a kind of a missable scan here. Now at the hive entrance, this is the dark variant of the sanctuary entrance. If you guys remember, there was a dead Luminoth at the very tip-toppity at the very top of the sanctuary fortress. It was like right there on this ledge right here. There was a testament here. So that means that there's a Sky Temple key in this room. So, this room in the dark variant. What you need is you need screw attack. So you need to use screw attack to kind of just screw attack all the way over to the other side here. And I didn't have enough. I used all 5 of my jumps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so there we go. And then there's a beam of light, as you guys can see. So you need light suit for this. You need light suit to get this Sky Temple key. You need light suit for a lot of the Sky Temple keys. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. There's only like a few that desperately don't need it. So, but everything else needs it. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and screw attack over to the other side. There we go. And as soon as you do that, turn on your dark visor. There's a flying ing cache right here. About right where that dead Luminoth was in the light world. He was like right here. But as soon as you do that, there's your Sky Temple key. That makes number 8. There's only 1 Sky Temple key left for us to collect. So we only have 1. And in this one that I'm about ready to go get, the last one, is usually a lot of people's firsts. I'm going to be honest with you. This one is the one that we're about ready to get is usually what a lot of people get first because you'll see it here in a second. But now that we got that, we're done with this room. We're done with this side of Sanctuary, or Ing Hive, whatever you want to call it. We're done with this side of Ing Hive. So we're going to go back to the portal. And I'm going to try to jump here and not get knocked silly. I'm going to go ahead and make it over here. We got to go back to that portal we used earlier. And like I said before, the Dark Ing Masher, yeah, he's right there. See, he spawns right here. So he'll always be here. I made a lot of errors in my Let's Play, and I know I've kind of made a gag about correcting myself in the editing. So I mean, I hope you guys enjoy my little goof ups. I'm only human. I can't remember everything. So, but I tried to be as much informal as possible as I can. Not informal. That means I'm not formal. Gosh, I mean, like, to give you guys more information if I possibly can. I'd like this to be, you know, used as a walkthrough, really. Alright, so we're gonna be going back, like I said, to the portal that we used beforehand. As soon as the door opens. As soon as the door opens. But we're gonna be going back here because the last Sky Temple key is actually, we have to backtrack to the Spider Guardians arena, of all places. We have to go back to where we fought the Spider Guardian. There was one room we have yet to explore. Just one. One room on the entire map we have not explored yet. And that was because it was right where the Spider Guardian died. Right when he died, there was a hole that led up to a yellow door. We could have gone back and done that, and probably gotten this key a lot sooner. But I usually just wait. But anyways, back to what I was saying is, there was a yellow door there. If you kind of look up here, it's right here. This room right here. We haven't explored this one yet, so we're gonna go explore it. And with that, I think we explored everything on the map, at least once. We're gonna go back to the way we came. We gotta go over back to, in order to gain access to the Spider Guardian, we have to go back through Sanctuary Temple. So I need to go. Which way do I need to go? I went the complete wrong way. Crap. I went the complete wrong way. I'm not paying attention again. That's okay. I went the wrong way. Need to go, we need to go up that elevator shaft. The elevator shaft that leads up to the area. Sanctuary is a big place. Sanctuary is a pretty big place. We need to go over here. And then go down the hall down this way. We need to go down here. And use the spider ball tracks right here. There we go. Alright. We need to go over here to this elevator. Elevator action. Elevator hero. We need to go up this way. We need to go up this way because we need to go back to the temple. We need to go back to Sanctuary Temple. Because that's the only way we can access this room. I know. We're in this room right now. The dynamo works. This is the room where the Sky Temple key is actually at. As you guys can, not the spider ball track, can see with this dead Luminoth that's right here. C-Rex Testament. He kind of gives you a clue that there is in fact, a Sky Temple key here. Thing is, it's on the other side. Like, the only way we can access it is going back through Spider Ball Guardian. Just take note, it's in this room, in Dynamo Works. That's where the dark variant of Dynamo Works. That's where the Sky Temple key is. And like I said before, this one in particular is usually, if someone's playing for the first time, I remember this one being my first one. If somebody's playing for the first time and they explore things, this will probably be people's first Sky Temple key they stumble upon, because this one doesn't require light suit. This one doesn't require screw attack. All it requires is power bombs, really. So, by the time you have power bombs, if you go explore things, you might get this one your very first time. This might be the very first Sky Temple key that you probably stumble across. But yeah, so pretty much at the Sanctuary Temple, you want to take a hard left, I think. Hard left, yeah, over here to the Workers Path. You can use the kinetic orb cannons, or you could screw tech over here. But this is where we fought the Spider Ball Guardian. Spider Guardian. So we're gonna go back to the arena where he died at. That's where he died at. So we're gonna go back up there. And I got hit by a pill bug. That's just great. Guess I could just use Spider Ball, couldn't I? That'd make my life a little bit easier instead of doing boosting all the time. I don't need to do this. I can just use Spider Ball. Yeah, we're gonna go back into this arena, this part right here. We're gonna come up here, and this is where he died at, right here. If you come in here, you're greeted with a yellow door. Well, we can blow it up now. Inside this room is nothing more than just a portal, the dynamo storage. It just has a portal. But this portal is very important in order to get this key. This is the only way to get this key is through this portal. As soon as you do that, you'll head back into the Ing Hive. And as soon as you walk out here, as soon as it opens, it'll take you to the Hive Dynamo Works. We've been here before, but we haven't been on the other side of it. We've only explored one side of this. As you guys can see, there's the grapple point where I had a bunch of night barbs flying around and whatnot, and I had a grapple point across here. This is the other side of it, so this is the only way we could get it. But the only thing you need is really power bombs, Spider Ball and Boost Ball. Well, he'll have Boost Ball by this point. But you just kind of just boost off of here and land on these floating orbs like you did for getting that one energy tank back in the main reactor room, where you just get on the little spot here and then you boost right all over it. And you'll come over here to this side here. And as soon as you come up here, you'll notice there's nothing here. Turn on your dark visor, and there's your last thing right here, your last in-cache. I'm going to go ahead and kill him real quick. And with that, that's our last Sky Temple key. Kind of funny how the last Sky Temple key we collect in this playthrough is the one I got the first time when I first played. This is the very first one I got. With that, all Sky Temple keys have been found. Use them to gain entry to the temple, the Sky Temple. So, like I said before, that Sky Temple key, you only need power bombs, really, in order to gain access to it. So it doesn't require like light suit or whatever. It doesn't require any of it. You just have to have power bombs. That's usually a lot of people's first ones, because those are, if they're exploring, they'll notice that they haven't explored that one room behind a yellow door. And that's kind of the case for me. It kind of happened for me. Alright, so now we have all the Sky Temple keys. We have all the items in the game, we have all the pickups, and we have pretty much everything. The only thing we're missing is, if we pause the game, we have 96% on scans. The last scans are actually the final bosses in the game. So, you don't need to worry about it. If you have 96% at this point, before you go into the final dungeon, then you should be good. I think I was at 96% before I scanned the ink swarm of the one that we just scanned at the beginning of this episode. So it might be after like 96.5%. I think that's where you should be at. So I think I was at 96% when I scanned the ink swarm. So just be careful on that. I think if I am, I'll put up a edit saying that I was at 96%. But I'm pretty sure I was at 96% whenever I did that. So at this point, you should have 100% of items, have all the Sky Temple keys, and if you're going for logbooks, you should be at 96%. We're heading over to the Sanctuary Temple, the main energy controller unit, because we're going to use that to warp back to Great Temple. Because now that we have all Sky Temple keys, I'd like to end the episode in Sky Temple. So we're going to go over there. Alrighty. So we're going to go use our awesome teleportation powers. Our awesome teleport. We're going to go back to the Great Temple. As soon as we do that, we'll go over here to Great Temple and just go back to the main energy controller. We're doing pretty good. We're almost done with the game, guys. I really hope that, I know the scans is the big thing for a lot of people. A lot of people don't do the scan book very much because there is a lot of stuff to scan in this game. I'm going to be honest with you, there's a lot more than the first game, and a lot of the times it's mostly the boss fights with multiple phases and missable scans and whatnot. This game has a lot of missable scans. But I really do hope that if you guys are following me, that I did help in some way, some regards with scans. So I really hope that I did help with that. Alright, so now that we're back at Great Temple, we're going to make our way back to Sky Temple grounds and head over to the Sky Temple entrance. Because now that we have all 9 keys, we can put them in the place and gain access to the Sky Temple. And hopefully take care of the last main energy controller on Aether, or on Dark Aether, and hopefully quell Dark Aether and give Aether back its light that it needs. I'm going this way because this way is kind of a good transition, because from this entrance here from the temple, from Great Temple, you'll gain access to your ship. It has the closest portal to Sky Temple. So it's kind of a good spot. So this is where we have these guys, the half pipes, dealing with the freaking space pirates. Freaking space pirates. Oh, he got stuck. There we go. Alright, took care of him. Alright, I'm gonna, before we go over there, before we go over to Sky Temple Sky Temple, I'm gonna go recharge my ammunition. I'm gonna go recharge my ammo, because this is your last chance to refill on ammo. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. If you are, like, low on ammo at this point, I know I'm not, like, terribly low right now, but I'm gonna go refill anyways. Go stop by your ship real quick and refill, because you won't get another chance to really refill your ammo before you go into the last area of the game. So I'm gonna go do that real quick. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the last boss fights, you're gonna need your light and dark ammo, because it does take a lot out of you. So I'm gonna go ahead and just refill them up and just be good, hopefully. Be good for the last bosses. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of these dark war wasps. That was another thing I was wrong about. I thought the dark war wasps only show up in here. All this time, I thought these were regular war wasps and not dark war wasp. So, I was completely wrong on a lot of things. I learned a lot from this playthrough. I learned a lot that I was wrong about, and I talk about in the video, and I was like, well, I was wrong. So, I mean, everybody has those moments too. But that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of these guys here. I know I'm wasting ammo, I just refilled them. But these are the way how you can take care of these guys pretty easily. Alright, there's one more that's gonna pop up right here. Yep. Come here, you. Okay, there we go. That should take care of that. Alright, now we're gonna go back to the Hall of Eyes to jump into that portal that'll take us straight to the Sky Temple entryway. Hall of Eyes! Hall of Eyes! I love the fact that it's called the Hall of Eyes when it's just like little itty bitty eyes on the wall. Alrighty. As soon as we do that, I'm gonna head over to the Sky Temple. Alrighty. If I can find where I'm gonna go, I'm gonna actually refill on a bit on my dark ammo, because I used a little bit of it. Okay. Where is the other one? There's the other one. There we go. Oh, and then, well, that's why there was no dark ammo coming out. Wow. Alright. Now, I'm try to refill as much as I can here. As much as I can, because I want to have max stuff before we head into final battle. Okay. Alright, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it. Good as I'm gonna get it. Alright. Now, I'm just gonna boost my way through here, because I'm not even gonna deal with these Hunter Ings that are up here. Hi, Hunter Ings. I don't care about you guys. You and your swappily, swingly, tentacle stuff. Alrighty. Jump. Jump, man. Jump, woman. And I got a... Ow. Freaking sentry eyes. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if I take damage, because I promise you, it really doesn't, because when we head over to Sky Temple, there should be a save room. So, we don't need to worry about losing health and whatnot. Alright, so we're going to head over here and deal with these stupid tentacles. And we're going to eventually get here to Sky Temple entryway. Now, when you have all 9 keys, this is your final warning again. Don't step in the light. If you do not have these clues yet, scan them. Because once you step in the light, these things go away. So be sure to do that. That's your final warning. And with that, all 9 Sky Temple keys are put in place. All Sky Temple keys have been returned. You can now enter the Sky Temple. And that's why they go away, because the thing goes down. And it activates a beam of light that goes straight to the Sky Temple. So, without further ado, let's step into the limelight and take our final battle to the Sky Temple. We arrived here at the Sky Temple, a twisted version of the Great Temple itself. This place is actually upside down version of the Great Temple. And there's the main energy controller. And Ing, the master of all Ings, has taken it. He's taken it with him. We must pursue him. We are now at the Sky Temple. Like before, I told you guys, there is a save room in this room. If you jump up here, there's a save station right here. So, this is your last chance to save. Like I said before, if you need to go and refill your ammo, go back to your ship on Aether and refill it there. Because, well, there was no ammo station up here, so you're kind of out of luck. So, pretty much that's that. This is where I'm going to end this episode. So next time on Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, it will be the finale, where we finally take control of the main energy controller away from the Ing and dispel Dark Aether forever. So with that, I'll see you guys in the finale.